Hello, my name is Lydia Lienhart, and I work for Joanneum Research, which is a research company based in Austria. We are the coordinators of the Invest for Nature project, which is already quite far advanced. We will finish this year, and so we have already a lot of interesting insights to share on our focus topic, which is financing for nature-based solutions. Regarding opportunities for financing for nature-based solutions, the first one is public infrastructure and procurement. So say schoolyards, hospitals, infrastructure project. We have a living lab in the Invest for Nature project in the Polish city of Poznan, where they say that a lot of NBS demand now comes from infrastructure companies, because they have a new regulation in Poland that bigger building projects need to integrate playgrounds which are naturally active, like they have green space. Since we are now in times of budget austerity all across Europe, of course, this can also be done in stages. So first of all, you could start by mandating NBS for renovations and new projects to be done anyways, where they would not have that big of an additional cost, and prioritize actions in areas that are very vulnerable to climate change, for instance, urban heat islands or areas prone to flooding. And then in a second step, with a bigger budget, you could also do refurbishment of public infrastructure and include nature-based solutions there. The second opportunity, which is now discussed a lot by the European Commission as well, are nature credits. They're currently establishing a roadmap there to be discussed with a greater audience. And the biggest point about nature credits is that they make it easier for firms to invest. And I think they could have a big impact because they would not only be available for firms that want to compensate unavoidable environmental damage. They would also be a tool for firms that are not creating any damage in nature, but as part of their ESG plan and as part of their more broader sustainability agenda, want to invest in nature. They can also buy nature credits. EU-wide regulations such as the CSRD and the CDDD, they have great potential. So we talked a lot with banks and private sector investors within the Invest for Nature project, in the scope of the project, and they said they need information. And also the banks say the customers want information. So a lot of people want to buy green bonds. A lot of people want to have their investment as green. They even want to have their savings account to be green. The information is needed from the businesses, for the banks, for getting loans, and for being able to have easier investments. We found that the banking and the financing sector really was pro such a bigger scope for the CSRD. A lot of innovation is needed in terms of methods, assessment methods to make due diligence possible. And here, research projects can give good answers. Also within the Invest for Nature project, we also further developed assessment methods. But I would say you need to distinguish that area where research and innovation can give good answers and those areas where you really need political steps to bring forward and foster private sector investments.